Hey you guys, it's Sarah. I don't have anything to set my phone on, so I'm holding it. I also don't have a quiet room to make this video, so that's why I have my headphones and I hope they're working. And yeah, so I'm just gonna go for it. So I wanted to make another video. Oh, this car is gonna possibly be really loud. And by car, I meant bus. Okay, so I wanted to make another video just to keep the momentum going. I realized that so many people have positive I can't talk. Responded positively to my first video about shame, and so I wanted to kind of devote a YouTube channel to eating disorder treatment and what it's like to be the person going through it, as well as trying to answer questions for loved ones and family members who don't understand what's going on. So this video is gonna be what a day in treatment is like, and that would vary depending on the treatment center that you're in, but the one that I'm in currently, I've been here for a month today actually, so yay. The one that I'm in, I'm just gonna do like a run through. Sorry, I got distracted. I'm just gonna do like a run through of what to expect in a day. So a typical day at the treatment center that I'm in starts at 7 o'clock. They wake us up. We have access to the bathroom, where we are expected to use the bathroom and then take off all our clothes and put on a hospital gown and get weighed blindly, like turn around on the scale and like you don't know what your weight is. Then usually after that, unless you are on your vitals taken when you wake up, because they usually take your vitals in bed, which is super nice, unless you're me and you pass out, so they take them in the morning after breakfast. So after that, you're free to take a shower or do your makeup, or just do whatever your morning routine would be until 8 o'clock or 8:15 sometimes if we're running late, which we kind of usually are running late. At 8 o'clock, everybody is supposed to be out of the bathroom's closed, and get ready for breakfast, which is supposed to start at 8:30. And we all congregate in the common room, which is just like basically a really big living room with a lot of couches, and there's a TV in there, and yeah, we kind of just all hang out until breakfast, and then they call us in to the meal room to eat. And so the way that the treatment center that I'm at works is there are 3 different meal levels. There's blue, yellow, and green. Typically everybody comes in on blue, which means that you plan all of your meals with your dietitian. You'll be given a dietitian, a therapist, and a psych provider upon admission, as well as a primary care doctor I lost my train of thought as well. And so yeah, if you come in on blue, typically most patients come in on blue, and that means that you plan all of your meals with your dietitian, and you don't get them yourself. Like, you go to the table and it's already set there for you. And then yellow is you plate some of your meals. So you plate breakfast and your snacks, and then the rest of your food is planned again, like with your dietitian. And what I mean by plate is that they have like the foods that you can choose from. There's a pantry and a hot bar with like the hot foods, which would be like eggs, bacon, oatmeal, grits because we're in the South, sausage sometimes, and you have to pick the foods that you're going to eat. That's what I mean by plating. Yeah, so that's yellow. And then green is you plate all of your meals. So you plate your breakfast, you plate your lunch, you plate your afternoon snack, you plate your dinner, and you plate your night snack. So that's 5 meals. There's also a morning snack, which your dietitian might have you on. Sorry, my hand's shaking. If you are, like, if you need a morning snack, and they'll tell you that, and then you'll have morning snack as well. Yeah, so when you're on green, you have pretty much no, like, choices as far as, like, what's being served for meals, because you have to eat, like, what they make. They don't make anything special for you, which is, like, on yellow and blue they do. But you do get to choose what you want for your snacks. And the way that the meal system works is we go by exchanges. And so if the word exchange is foreign to you, that's okay. It was foreign to me until I came to treatment for the first time. So an exchange is basically just a food group. I can give you an example of a meal plan. Breakfast would be maybe 2 starches, 2 fat, 2 protein, 1 fruit, and 1 milk. And just for example, 2 tablespoons of peanut butter is 2 protein, 2 pieces of toast is 2 starch, 8 ounces of milk or half a cup of yogurt is a milk, a whole fruit is a fruit, obviously. And yeah, so that's how the meals work. And then you have 30 minutes at your table to complete your meal, where there will be a TA, which is a therapeutic assistant, who sits at the table with you and makes sure, like, you're not, like, trying to hide your food or anything, and is mostly there to give you support. You sit at a table with about 3 or 4 other people usually. At the place that I'm at right now, there's 4 tables of, like, 5 people each, I think. And so you have 30 minutes to eat your meal. And sometimes if, like, you're working really hard but, like, you need a little bit of extra time, they'll give you extra time, and you are expected to complete 100% of your meal. If you don't complete, then you get to supplement. And if you're not familiar with supplementing is basically an Ensure drink or a Boost. I think they use Boost brand, but it's kind of like a protein shake thing that people, like, would use for maybe, like, if they had diabetes and they needed, like, something like that. But for eating disorders, they come in really handy because there's a lot of minerals and things that you're not getting if you're not eating. So usually if you eat 50% of your meal, you get 8 ounces of Boost. And if you don't even meet 50%, which is common because it's hard to adjust to eating once you've not been doing it for so long, then you get 16 ounces of Boost, and then you have 15 minutes to complete the supplement. So that's mealroom, like, guidelines, and, well, not guidelines, like, rules. And then if you don't complete the Boost, they give you grace, but it depends who your dietitian is. And if you, like, don't complete, if you, like, keep, like, not being able to finish, they'll just give you the NG tube, which is the tube that goes in your nose and, like, down your throat, and they'll, like, feed you that way until you are ready to eat on your own. So the tube is a really big motivator for people because it's uncomfortable, but sometimes you might be at a place where you can't complete, and so the tube is actually it's a really good thing to have in handy. So okay, that's pretty much how all meals go, so I don't really need to explain the rest of them. But so after breakfast, we typically have group therapy of some sort. It's with some form of a model of DBT, which is dialectical behavioral therapy. I will do a video explaining those concepts later, but for now I'm just going to basically tell you. So you have DBT groups. You'll go to group, you they're usually like 45-minute groups, I think, and then we have a break right after the first group for like half an hour, and sometimes we go out on the patio, so we get to go outside, or we go to the study, which is just a room with computers in it, and you can message people with Facebook Messenger, or I don't know, watch Netflix, which is what I'm doing. I'm watching The Vampire Diaries. I'm almost finished, but anyway, and then after that we have another group, and then lunch, and then some people's favorite part of the day is sleep time. So we usually get 45 minutes, either at 1:30 or 2:15, depending on the day. It's basically nap time, but when you're in recovery, you value your sleep so much, especially because you have to stay up until at least 10 o'clock usually. Oh, that reminds me that I forgot that meds. If you need meds, you get them before breakfast. You go to the nurse and you just ask them for the meds that your psych provider has decided that you need, or that the ones that you already came in with, or that stuff. So basically that's the basic I don't know what I'm trying to say, the basic like thing of the day. And in between groups there's meals and snacks, and then after 4:45 there's free time, and until dinner. And again, sometimes I go to the patio, sometimes I go to the study. You're allowed to watch TV, you're allowed to read, and then we have dinner, and then after dinner it's free time again until 9 o'clock, which is night snack. And then after night snack you get to go to bed. That's my favorite part of the day, because by the end of the day I'm so exhausted. But anyway, trying to think if there's anything that I left out. Oh yeah, like throughout the day people get like taken out of group, like by their therapist or like by their dietitian, to like have a meeting with them, like have a therapy session, or have a session with your dietitian, or have a meeting with like your medical provider. Yeah, so that's kind of it. All treatment centers are not the same, so I don't want to speak for all of them, just the one that I'm at. And that's basically a day in the life for me right now. And if you're thinking of going into treatment, that's kind of what you can expect. So I hope this video was helpful. If it is, if you wouldn't mind subscribing, that would be great, because I just want to get the message out there as much as possible and help as many people as we can. So thank you so much, and keep working on your recovery.